This is a prayer plant. I don't know the scientific name for it or whatever, but I just noticed, I thought this was weeds at first, but it's flowers. And I didn't know a prayer plant would get flowers on it. And this prayer plant was just a small cutting off of another plant. Actually, it was a big plant that my daughter bought her friend Rosa, and she took a cutting off of it and brought it home. And that's been about 6 months ago. But it's got flowers on it. How about that? Now, I'm in the process of trying to figure out what I need. Some of this stuff needs to go to the back. I got to clean this deck up. My daughter's wanting to get a grill. So there's a lot of stuff gonna come off of here and go to the back. Make it more presentable. All right, I need some more garden stakes. So I'm gonna go down here, cut me some more bamboo sticks. And yes, I do have permission. I do have permission. Looks like she's home, my friend. I wish I could remember her name. She's been living there for 15 years. She's got a huge lot. And I don't know if she's married or not. I guess they can get married. Her wife is a her. Hey guys. Let's see. I need how do I do this? I want one good long one. Actually, don't need that one. Okay. What was that? I can't get it. This thing ain't cutting it. Well, it ain't cutting it. Well, let's see. That will do. I just need a skinny one. Yeah. Okay. Hey, buddy. Hey, guy. What you doing? What you doing? Good boy. Good boy. Okay, I've got to definitely fertilize tomorrow. Now I'm gonna hope that this will hold that. But what's happening, the leaves are falling over and I don't like that. So I'm gonna cut that and put a new one around it. Let's see. Okay. I'm trying to clean up, folks. It's gotta happen. Alright, that one is a dead one. Now, cut that tie back off. Alright, that's a dead one right there. I gotta put some stuff in this. Yeah. I'm gonna do 2. All right. Move that one out of there. I'm gonna fix that one there. Now I'm gonna do another one. And I'm gonna put that one there. I didn't get me enough tie backs. Get me another one. And hopefully there. Now I'm gonna stick a plant thing in this thing here and just I'm gonna dig a little hole in there and cover that up. Then boy, that thing's heavy. And then this one This seems to be doing all right. That's got a bulb on it. This is not from a cutting. This is, I bought that. I think I paid $6 for it. See if I got some water. Yeah, my hose is down at the yard. I hear a lawnmower or something running. Okay, GoPro, start recording. Tell you the truth, I know what this one is, but I believe this and this is the same plant except a different variety, because as you can see, this has that green around the leaf, and then it's got all these little specks of this color right here in it. So I can't remember that. I really need to as I know what the names of different ones of these are, I need to put a little tag in there, and I got a bunch of tags, and I need to stop procrastinating. Now there's some things I'm wanting to get rid of. Yes, there is. If I had a little greenhouse, it'd be one thing, but I don't have one. I don't have one. And I'm almost tempted. I got to wash this down. I'm gonna get my daughter next Monday to take me over to Harbor Freight and get me a crowbar, and I want to take this board up, but I have to get me a 2x8 pressure treated board to put down there, and I can do that. I may have to get her to nail it down. I don't know. I might could nail it. Well, I can't get down there on my. I might could, but that thing's getting rotten and it needs replacing. And yeah, the landlord should do it, but I ain't gonna bother him. And somebody replaced that one there, but they didn't replace that one. But I'm gonna see what a crowbar. And I had 2 crowbars. I had 2 nice crowbars, and guess what? They got left over in my shed. And my nails, and my hammers, and my battery chargers for my drills. All that stuff got left. And my little handheld vacuum cleaner that I found on the curb, still in the package. It was brand new, never opened, and I got that thing, and that thing I could keep the dog hairs. It was fantastic, and I thought they would only cost about $39. Well, I looked it up, $129.99, and that got left over there. a lot of stuff that wasn't important to them but was important to me got left. And the way this went down, the way this happened, GoPro stopped recording. The way all that happened when we moved, you know, I hadn't been out of the hospital just 3 or 4 weeks from that COVID. So I think everybody had the mindset that I was done, I was through, I didn't need any of that stuff anymore. I don't know. But as they was moving stuff over here, one trip they decided to take me with them over here. Now, what I thought, they was gonna take me back over there to move, you know, get stuff. Well, they didn't take me back over there because I had to bring my scooter over, and I was gonna put some stuff in my basket on my scooter and drive over here with that. But they didn't do that. When they went back, Donovan hopped on my scooter and brought it back, and she brought a load of stuff, and they made a couple more trips, so I didn't get to go back to the house. That's how I lost a lot of things that was important to me, like that $129 vacuum cleaner, you know, the small rechargeable one. Lost that. Lost a lot of my tools and stuff. Everybody was like, I know that's what they're thinking. He don't need any of that no more. He's done. He's finished. I think that's the way. I think that was their mindset. So that's how that happened. And I'm really ticked off about that vacuum cleaner, because that thing, it kept the dog hairs. I could use it on the dog hairs and stuff, you know, and everything, and even back in my bed. I didn't think too much about it at first because I thought they was about $30, something like that. But lo and behold, it's $125, and that was one of the best finds I ever had, picking up, you know, scrap and curbside. It was brand new, never been out of the box, never been used, brand spanking new. I don't know. That was one of the best things I ever found. It was perfect. But sometimes I get to thinking about it and I just get flat depressed. You know, back when I was a kid living in Norfolk, Virginia, it was pre-1951. There was a street out there they was repaving with asphalt. Well, that's the first time I had ever seen that done. And this was during the summer. And this machine was going down through there and putting this pavement down. The men was following it and stuff, you know, and I could see it was soft when they was putting it down. And I couldn't figure out why it was going to be too soft for people to drive on. Well, I was not even remotely aware that stuff was hot. when they put it down. It's hot, and then it gets hard as it cools down. I was, I was standing there on the grass, and barefooted. We never wore shoes during the summer. And as that thing went by, what Dauber did, I wanted to see how soft it was, so I stuck my big toe, my right big toe, I stuck down there on it. And it was soft all right, but it was hot. I had a big old blister on my toe from that. Matter of fact, that shocked me. It startled me so much that that I jerked my toe back and I fell backwards on the sidewalk. And I went home crying. Went home crying. Ma, how did you burn your toe? And well, I touched the stuff they was putting on the street and it was hot. She's like, you didn't know that? No, Mama, I was like 8 years old. I didn't know that. I know it now. I ain't never forgot it. Yes, I did. I learned a lot of stuff back around that age. Stuff I didn't know, and some of it was when I learned something. I learned it was painful if you mess with it. I can remember Mama was cooking. She had this stuff she made, and I've never seen anybody make it since. She takes garden peas and puts in this little baking pan, only she had like a baking, it was a dish, pan, but it was glass. And she put them garden peas in there, and then she would make she would take, I don't know, a dozen eggs. She'd crack them eggs and drop over the garden peas. And must have been a dozen in there, and all spread out on that. She didn't mix them up, didn't break the yolks. And then she'd put it in the oven, and she would bake it. And she didn't brown it, they just got done. It was the whites of the eggs and the yolks and everything. And we eat it. Matter of fact, I'm wondering, has anybody else ever seen that kind of dish made? I've never seen anybody else making that like that. But she had done that, and I don't know what I was thinking. I know I couldn't have lifted it out of there with one hand anyway. And it was sitting there a little while, but the oven door was down, and we had a gas grill, gas kitchen stove. And I reached over there to slide the tray. I wanted to get me a piece of it while she wasn't looking. And lo and behold, I got a blister on my that finger and this thing. Yeah, Mama. So I know I might have been 7 I tell you. That was another lesson I learned. Oh my gosh. And I can tell you another lesson I learned, and I was about 7 or 8. We had mouse traps set, and Mama heard the mouse trap click. She had it in the cabinet down low. And she's like, got another mouse. Here it clicks. So she opened it up. And it had the mouse caught, but it only had it caught by the tail. Well, she was afraid of it. So I thought you could pick that thing up and pet it. No. No, you can't do that, Dauber. It will bite you. And it bit me, and they got sharp like little needles. I mean, it bit me good. No, Dauber, you can't pet a live wild mouse. And all my life, I have thought occasionally about, you got mouse, you got mice. And I used to say mouses. Mouses. When they talk about mice and that, and I'd say, yeah, we got mouses. We got mouses in there. And it was a long time when I was 4 or 5, somewhere around that. And they used to get on to me all the time. Like, I'm gonna say, like, if I want to go outside, I'd say, I'm supposed to say, can I go outside? And I would say, like, can me go outside? Or me gonna go outside, not I'm gonna go outside. My vocabulary wasn't that advanced. Me gonna go out. Me wants to go out. I remember that. They used to get on to me about that all the time. I finally got that straight, but it was me this and me that. And was I a little dummy? I don't know. Me gonna go outside, or me wants to go outside. Or can me go outside? Not can I go outside, but can me go outside, Mama? And something else when I was down around that age, they always made us go to bed early. In other words, we couldn't stay up to 9, 10 o'clock, something like that. We always had to go to bed around 7 o'clock. And during the summer, you know, the days are longer, so they'd make us go to bed, and it was still daylight outside. I mean, it don't get dark like right now. It's about 8:30. It's still light. Well, back in the day, we'd have done been in bed for an hour and a half before it ever got dark. Hated that. But when we seen them saying go to bed, we'd bow up on them, and we'd get on our knees and crawl behind the sofa, couch, you know, or crawl under something. keep from going to bed. Of course, they always got us. Oh my goodness. I hear katydids out there. You know what katydids are? That's a cicada. Up in the mountains, they call them katydids. I thought all that was over with. They only come out every so many years. They go in the ground. But they're out there. All right, folks. I got a little bit done today. I'm going to cover my scooter up, get my tail inside. I've got to I noticed my mother-in-law tongues or snake plants. They're coming along pretty good. And I've got some more rooting. At some point, I'm gonna try to sell some of this stuff. At some point. Anyway, that's my video, folks, for today. Not very interesting. But if you can, just remember one time Dauber stuck his big toe in some hot asphalt. That was crazy. That was crazy. Or how about the time I climbed up a tree, and it was a pretty smooth bark tree and everything. And I got pretty high up, and I was skinning it up, you know, my legs wrapped around it and pulling myself up and everything. I got up fairly high, and I lost my grip. But I kept my arms around the tree and my legs wrapped around the tree, and I was sliding down, and I mean fast, zoom, you know, and I hit the ground with my feet. And I mean, I don't know, if you've never had the breath knocked out of you, you don't know what I'll be talking about. But if you get your breath knocked out, I mean, just bam, all of a sudden you can't breathe. You try to breathe in, you can't breathe. Your breath just knocks slap out of you. And I learned that about tree, sliding down a tree. You didn't slide down real, and it's kind of, if you jump off of something. That one time I was on the chest of drawers, and I had a towel wrapped around my neck, and I was playing Superman. And it was higher up than I thought it was, and I jumped off, and when I hit the floor, I didn't just go down and bend my knees, you know, to cushion the fall. I hit them solid, didn't bend my knees. Knocked cotton picking breath out of the Dauber. And that's a terrible feeling when you can't take a breath. But you get over it in a few seconds, you know. But when I come down that tree, I hit the ground. And I couldn't draw a breath. It was like that for about 10 seconds, and my sister thought I was dying. Anyway, what's today? Oh, this is Wednesday. My daughter goes to work tonight. I hadn't seen her all day. She's been in bed. She was up all night. Anyway, that's my video, folks. And that's my story. And Thinking about me sticking my toe in in that hot asphalt. Oh my gosh, or grabbing that hot dish in the oven. I was a dumb little kid. I'll be chuckling about that all night. Or how about the time Mama used to bake fresh hams, not smoked ones, but fresh pork hams, and you know, and she'd have it in the refrigerator, which it wasn't a refrigerator; it was an ice box. That's where you have the ice. Put a block of ice up in the top, and it keeps stuff in the bottom cool for a while till the ice melts. And my Uncle Harold, this is Mama's baby brother, he used to come, he was in the Navy, and we was living in Norfolk, and he used to come over and visit. And he'd go in the ice box, and he'd be picking pieces off of that ham. And I thought the ham was still raw. I didn't know it was cooked. And I went and I told Mama that Uncle Harold is eating raw meat. She said, no, he's not. And I said, yeah, he is. I saw it. She took me in there and she said, Harold, show him what you was just doing in the ice box. And he went in there and he picked him off another piece. And I said, see, he's eating it. And Mama said, it's ham. But it's raw. No, it's not raw, Mackie. Oh my gosh. I loved Uncle. Uncle Harold stayed in the Navy for 20 years. He retired out of the Navy with a pension. And then where he retired was in Pensacola, Florida, and that's where he stayed. Well, there was a state university in Pensacola, Florida. And he hired on there as some kind of a maintenance person or something. And he stayed there for 30 years. No, 20 years. So he was drawing his Social Security, he was drawing his Navy pension, and he was drawing a state Florida pension from the university. So he was triple dipping, I always called it. Bless his heart. Last time I seen him, he come down here and visited us. This is why after we moved to Florida, and he loved chicken wings, and so did I. And there was a place called Wings and Curls, and me and him, he was getting ready to leave, and he said, Mac, he said, you want to stop? I'm gonna go by Wings and Curls. You want to stop me and have a mess of wings with me? And boy, I jumped all over that. So we stopped at Wings and Curls. And let me put this down. I'm about to drop my camera. We stopped at Wings and Curls, and he didn't order like a couple of single orders of wings. He ordered a box. He ordered a box with 50 wings. Now, by 50 wings, I mean that's the little drumette part of it and the other little wing part, but the tip wasn't on them. But it actually was just 25 wings. And we sat there and we eat that whole whole box. It was a 50 wing piece, 50 pieces. And we cleaned them up. Oh my gosh. Uncle Harold. And he was close to my age. Well, he was about 10, let's see. He was about 10 years. He was born in 1931. I was born in 1941. But I sure did love Uncle Harold and his wife, Aunt Nell. But we eat them, and I have never been able to figure out why Wings and Curls went out of business. I don't know, because they had a bang up business on them Wings and Curls. I don't know why they went out of business. Boy, I'd like to have a mess of them right now. There's a place over here called Munchies and Crunchies, and I don't like, everybody else seems to like them, but I don't like them because what they do, they take a bunch of wing pieces like that, and they bake them in the oven, and then they pour sauce on the wings. And they got different kinds, you know, garlic this and something that and something that, you know. But I don't like them. I mean, I'll eat them, but I don't like my wings fixed like that. I like them grilled, you know, on an open grill and stuff like that, and then with the sauce already put on it and stuff like that. I like them like that. And I also like fried chicken wings. But I never did particularly like those Crunchies and Munchies. Anyhow, I've been signing off a couple of times here. I'm thinking about that hot asphalt. And by the way, folks, if you're looking at the video, please either put like or dislike. I prefer like. But it just bothers me that most of my videos, I only get about 40 views, something like that. It would just tickle me to death if I would get 40 likes too, or a few likes and a few dislikes. And I always get 2 or 3 dislikes, you know, thumbs down, always. I don't know why it is, but I can count on 2 or 3 thumbs up, thumbs down. And then I'll get sometimes I get 10 or 12 likes. One time I actually got 24 likes. But yeah, I gotta go, folks. That's my video, that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. And my toe that I stuck in the asphalt, I don't have that toe anymore. You know, I had it amputated 3 or 4 years ago. But I can feel the pain in that toe now just thinking about sticking it down in that hot and one of the workers saw me do that, and he thought that was funny as crap. Anyway, I'm out of here. I'll see you in the next one. See you. See you. GoPro turn off. No, Dauber, it's GoPro stop recording.